Welcome to our latest adventure. We're arriving quite early in the morning by our time, so our plan was to decompress or adjust in a much calmer city. So we chose to begin our trip in Brighton, about an hour and a half south of London, right on the coast. It's kind of a beachy town. You'll discover it's different from beaches I'm used to, but it's still a fun beach town with a pier and a vibrant lifestyle based upon a variety of lifestyles, which all add to the culture and experience and the history that is Brighton, which is quite a great place to decompress or just visit, even if you're already adjusted to the time zone. It's quite a good place. Food's good. The sights are good. The weather is English weather, so wait 20 minutes and you might get something else. But we were really, really lucky. It was relatively warm, relatively sunny, and it was quite a good place. So sit back and enjoy as we explore Brighton.
Hey, there's double-decker buses. There's two of them. And there's our hotel. This is our hotel right there. And it's the room with a view. We're way at the top, and there's the view of the English Channel. And here in Brighton we have the palace. The pavilion, not the palace, although it probably was royal. So it was very avant-garde to have Eastern-based things. And now these are several motifs from India, though they're from different parts of India and different religions even. So they would not in India be combined into one building, but here they are. Sure, why not? Oh, the screaming cat. What's he screaming about? This wonderful street. The sun is out, and we're at the Basket Maker's Arms, having a pint and some food. Right here we're in a pub in Brighton called Basket Maker's Arms, and this is a fish pie, and this is white bait, which are little tiny fish that are fried with some tartar sauce. This is Gloucester Road. I think we're in the North Lanes section. Gloucester and Sydney. And the Flower Pot Bakery. Oof. Wow.
Look at their carrot cake.
That's amazing. There's a carrot cake. Well, I've made a purchase here in Brighton, in the North Lanes. I bought a Michael Palin book and The Petite Prince in English. So I've got the Triple Crown now. I've got French, Spanish, and English. The two I definitely can read. French is a little more of a struggle. But, comme ci, comme ça. So the north stand, or lanes, are more avant-garde or bohemian. So we're going to see the south lanes shortly. All right, gent. Here we are having experienced some British culture. We have Jane Austen's Insult Guide for Serving Tea with a Side of Scorn. Well-bred women. That's funny. Oops. Yeah, let's pull it out so you can see it. Museum bums. Great. A cheeky look at butts and art. So down at the end of the street we have Soctopus. We have pink snail. And then red stockings, red and white stockings. Grand day out. And then, there's the spaceship. That's the Grand Day Out spaceship. There's Wallace and Grommit. Well, it's showing the sheep too. Yeah.
Okay, Wallace and Grommit.
Well,
they're showing the sheep.
Yeah, and there's that robot, their little stove oven they found on the moon.
So, as you've heard me say a couple times, lanes. There's north lanes and south lanes. Those are the narrow little streets. So these are the south lanes we're in now, which were sort of the inspiration for Diagon Alley in Harry Potter. And that story is taking full advantage of that. They had some interesting things in there, but things we can also find here in Orlando at even at the airport here in Orlando. So these streets are very interesting. This south side, they are more restaurants and jewelry stores, and the north side is more avant-garde stores, tattoo shops, entertainment centers, bars, that sort of thing. Both are great to visit.
It's a restaurant, a witch's restaurant.
Oh, that's fun.
Yes. So we're, as we just found out, we're walking toward the water right now. But that's interesting.
And the water is the English Channel.
So here we are at the Marine Drive Way. Yeah, we'll go walk down there. So this is well, look at the blue sky. Aren't we lucky? So this is what it sounds like. We walk in the beach sand in Brighton. Yeah, so you can make sand castles.
Now let's hop on a bus and go just a short distance to Rottingdean. And that is the home or partial home or garden home of one Rudyard Kipling. So we went to see that garden. And on the way, we saw a big field with sheep and a big giant windmill on it. So we hopped out a little early and walked from there. Got some pictures of ourselves and the album cover being made of a local band. High above the village of Rottingdean, where the South Downs roll toward the sea, a lone windmill keeps watch. This is Beacon Mill, built in 1802, and standing on a hill once used as a Tudor warning beacon. When workers dug the foundation for the mill, they uncovered something unexpected, the skeleton of a warrior, still bearing his sword. By the time the men returned from their break, though, both had vanished, and no one ever discovered who took them or why. Or maybe the warrior just got up from his own break and continued on his way. You decide. Lo and behold, Brighton has its own white cliffs. No one sings World War II songs about these, but they have 7 different cliffs, and it's called the Seven Sisters. Worth a visit. Well, the trip to Rudyard Kipling's garden is so grand, I think I'm going to make a separate video about it, because it's a wonderful garden, wonderful town of Rottingdean, and it's a shame to crowd it into the end of this video, because there's some more things I want to show you about Brighton first. So stay tuned for a Rudyard Kipling video, and here's some preview of what you'll see in that. I'll explain what each of these pictures are, or some of them. Alright, see you then in that video, but in the meantime, let's get back to this Brighton video. Well, let's rehash some features and things we've done in Brighton and why to go. Well, it's just an hour and a half by train from London itself, so you could do it in a day trip, but I like to suggest staying a night there, because the day trippers are all gone. All that's left are the people who live in Brighton, or those other ones who stayed overnight, to experience the Brighton as they see it, which gives you a chance to mingle among the people, go to a comedy club, get a pint, get some fish and chips. There's even a good Indian restaurant called Dishoom there. So stay overnight, And then venture out of town a little bit, see this windmill. Again, which reminds me, give us a thumbs up. Or we'll dig up that warrior with the sword. Because we know... Well, actually, we don't know where you are. But you know where to find us on YouTube. Click like and subscribe. We would like having you here. And reminder, we're going to do that Rudyard Kipling video shortly. And so that'll keep your gears rolling, thinking, what's he going to put in that video? Well, I'm wondering the same thing. I have some content, but I want to look up some Rudyard Kipling stuff too. See you then. Bye-bye.
So where do you start in this store with the... Bert and Ernie, what are they doing here? You got techno trousers. That's what it looks like when you build it. Although there he looks really pasty and white because he's been bleached by the sun. But here's the Grand Day Out. Some more pins. There's a Wallace. No, Grommit. That's Grommit. There's some more pins. There's the Wanted. Have you seen this chicken? And patches. Gotta have the patches. Well, where do you begin?